Hello, Hayden Merrill here with Nanaimo Hearing Clinic and your weekly soundbite. Today I'm going to talk about how to interpret hearing test results. And I'll tell you in a little bit why that's important. So if you've ever had a hearing test, or if you haven't, what you get is a chart like this. In this case, it's a couple of charts. So you've got your left ear and your right ear here. And these charts, one side has the decibel scale and one side has the frequency scale. Well, that's all great, but what does that really mean? I would like to encourage you to think of the hearing test not so much as a test, but as a measurement. And I'd like you to not think of it so much as a chart with frequencies and decibels and so on, although that has its place, but to think of the hearing test as actually a measurement of your hearing range, kind of like a window. Think of your hearing system. You've got your brain, which is the computer, makes sense of all the sounds, and then you've got your ears, which are like two windows to the world to let in the appropriate amount of sound. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of my new pet. This is Charlie. So imagine that's your ear window. And if you've got good hearing, you've got a full window and you can see this cute little guy, little Great Dane puppy. He's only about 15 weeks old, but he's already showing the signs of who he is. The problem is with hearing loss, the window is reduced. And it starts to look it's different for everybody, but here's a severely reduced hearing window. And you probably know you're looking at a dog, but what kind, who knows? So with hearing aids, with a hearing test, what we're doing is we're measuring the size of the window, and we're also measuring the quality of the glass, so to speak, or the quality of what you do hear. So for many people, the quality is reduced as well as the size of the hearing range or the size of the hearing window. Why is this important? Well, it's important to know what we do. Hearing aids don't fix the window. They help to squeeze more into the range or the window that you have. So here's Charlie. You can see the whole picture there, but it's squeezed. And now it might not be as clear that he's a Great Dane. He's got short, stubby little legs, and it's kind of distorted. So then what we can do with hearing aids is we can start to play with it. We can, if you notice the bottom picture, we've started to cut out some of the picture. Not all of it, but some of it, enough that we don't have to squeeze the picture as much. And now it looks a little bit more true to who he is, although he's still missing those long legs. So this becomes a bit of an art with hearing aid fitting, is to try and figure out for your brain, given the size and the clarity of your hearing windows, how much we can squeeze and how much we have to cut out. And that's a very individual process from person to person. And you might say, well, if the window's dirty, then what good are hearing aids? It's not clear. And I understand the point. However, if you go back to that one picture of Charlie, where it's hard to understand much of what you're seeing. Here's one with hearing aids that's not clear. If you look closely, it's fuzzy, but you're still getting a lot more than if you didn't have it. So hearing aids can still be helpful even when the quality of the sound may not be perfect. So why is all this important? To be really successful in hearing more, number one, it is important to realize that we're not fixing the ears, we're helping what you have. And then if we realize that we're squeezing more sound in, we're having to make choices about how much and what, that is what can set you up for success, because it's not just the hearing aid, sometimes it's other strategies and communication practices that can also be helpful. Everybody's hearing range is different. That's what we start. We start by measuring your hearing range, measuring the quality of it, and then we start looking at how much can we fit in, how much can we squeeze it, and how can we help you adapt to using that sound usefully and meaningfully in your life. Hope you find this interesting. Look forward to seeing you for our hearing window measurement soon, and Happy New Year.